Hey guys, what's up? Pitmeister78 here. It's Friday, April 6, 2012. Some of our trades, you can kind of see where we're at. Big news this morning. The dollar just got hammered. You can see this trade from yesterday that we put on. It worked out. We got taken out at our profit. Everything had pretty much looked the same as last night. I was, down about a dollar or so. Everything was still, all four of the trades were going well. But this one, we went ahead and we got in here. Remember, our profit target was right around here, which obviously got taken out. The funny part is, everything was going great until the news came out on the dollar. And, you can see the dollar index right here. It just, when the news came out of the payroll numbers came out, it just crashed hard. I mean, it just boom, flew. And I'm surprised actually in watching, the Euro New Zealand. I really don't understand what happened there. It probably just reflected the dollar. I mean, our trade should have worked out, but it just bounced so high in the other direction, it took us out. And I considered getting back in when I saw it plummet all the way back down to about, I think it was about right here. I thought about entering again, but then I kind of hesitated. I didn't want to chase it. Obviously, it would have worked out. We could have recouped our losses here. So you see, it took us out. I wanted to put my stop at break even on this one. I didn't even have time because when the dollar news came out, everything just went crazy. You can see right here we're still negative here on the franc and the euro. But if you notice, this one right here, let me zoom in so we can kind of take a better look here. Here's my stop loss right here, and I mean, I was watching this, and I missed it. You can see my stop loss is 131.07, and look, this thing hit. The high was, it said it went to 131.12. So I must have missed the spread because the spread right now is about 5 pips. So I mean, I was literally fractions of a pip away from getting taken out. I don't know how I didn't get taken out. I mean, 131.12, 131. So it must have been. I mean, again, I was probably right at the spread. Had it ticked up one more tick, I would have gotten taken out. The euro, kind of the same. Oh, I'm sorry. The euro did actually go up, and yeah, I still don't understand. The spread on this one was only 2, so I don't really know how I didn't get taken out here, because my stop loss again, you see it 131.09, 131.11, and my stop loss was at 131.07. So there must have been, at that time, the spread must not have been. It was probably, I think it was like 131. I remember watching it, and it was actually 131. 065, and then I was working from my other job, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I mean, again, if this thing would have ticked up, one more tick, that would have been it for us. So I didn't take I didn't cut my losses again because the system didn't tell me to. I had my stop. The market obviously wanted to push higher, but it's getting rejected. That bad news. We're still in a nice big downtrend here. So I expected a pullback again after this, the three black crows as they call them. I expected some kind of a pullback. So then I'm hoping we'll, continue down into this area here, which is our target, which just happens to be at yesterday's low. So hopefully we can get that. Kind of the same thing happened with the franc. We got really close again. You see right here, another perfect example. The low was 91.58. My stop loss was 91.62. So again, we should have gotten taken out on there again, but because of the spread, it kept us in for a little bit. It was. I mean, I was sweating bullets there. It was a really awkward day or morning, I should say. Really did not expect the U.S. unemployment numbers to be that bad. I mean, they were bad. 120,000 jobs. They were expecting 200,000. I think the forecast on the website that I used was actually 207,000. So I mean, it came in pretty bad. And when that happened, the dollar index just. I mean, here was our trend line from last night. You can see we broke that, but we were just kind of steady. doing our thing here. And then when that news just came out, we even touched the high of the day. We broke that by 3 points or so, I believe. And when that happened, yeah, about 3 points. And as soon as that news came out, it just whoosh all the way down here. Then we had we had a nice pullback here. At one point, these two positions were, I think, if I remember correctly, we were like, they started going in our direction again. One was at about 11, negative 11. This one was like negative 13, and then it's since climbed back up. So I'm expecting over the weekend, now that the market has hopefully looks like they've digested those bad economic numbers. So I'm hoping that we're kind of getting down to the oversold level down here. So I'm kind of hoping for a little bit of a pullback. I'd like to see the moving average turn back up again. I'd like to see these go back up, and I'd like to at least retest the highs from Thursday. So we'll kind of see, what happens there. But so we're still in these two trades. Again, this was just moving so quickly. So what's kind of cool, is that right now, I mean, this trade made us 17 and lost 12. So out of these two trades, we're still positive 5. Again, I mean, I'm still down on the day, minus 12, but, I expected a pullback. I was just hoping for a quick scalp, and it looks like, and the other crappy part about the Euro, I believe is the Euro New Zealand, when I came in this morning, and started, checking these out, you remember my profit target was right about here. And when I came in, I was only like, I looked at it and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm still in this trade. When I came in, I was actually 33 pips in the positive, and my target was about 60. And overnight, while I was sleeping, right here, I mean, right about here, it missed my profit target by 5 pips. And sometimes that happens. And I had considered getting out at that time. I'm like, well, 30 pips, that's good. I should have just cut my losses, blah, blah, blah. But again, hindsight is 20/20. I should have done this. I should have went long here. I should have went short. But I really had considered it, and that's sometimes what kind of sucks. It missed my target. My original take profit was 159.49. Obviously, you can see it hit that, but that was after the fact. It got down to about, I think it got to about 53 is what I remember seeing. So, I mean, again, I missed it by 4 pips. So I probably should have taken profits, again, when it touched that close, especially with a non-farm payroll coming out. I really didn't think it would affect the Euro New Zealand that much. Again, the Euro just kind of bounced back just because of the strong dollar, or I'm sorry, the weak dollar analysis. So, it's, live and learn, but we're still positive here. I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback, which already happened. I'm hoping that this will, kind of close. I don't expect today for it to go down here again because a lot of the markets are closed. I'm hoping on Sunday, we might come up in here and then, kind of go back down and at least test this area. Kind of the same with the franc. We have, I'm hoping that, we'll maybe come back down here and then, just kind of go up and test this area right here. So just wanted to keep you informed, and again, I'll let you know how these work out. But so far right now, we're just letting our system do our thing. The moving averages, all of our signals are telling us that we should get a little bit of a move higher. Again, we're in an uptrend. We got a moving average cross after these 3 white soldiers. I expected a pullback. And we're not looking. We're not trying to be too greedy. We're not going for this all the way up here. We're not going for this major resistance point up here. We're looking for about 30 pips or so. So I'm hoping that's what happens. But again, follow me on Twitter, Pitmeister, Facebook, Pitmeister, and email me, pitmeister78@gmail.com if you have any questions. All right. Have a good weekend. Have a nice Easter, and we will we'll try to do some updates on Sunday when the market opens and kind of see where we're at. If these trades do work out today, I will post another video, kind of letting you know what happened. All right. Thanks, guys.